You gotta motivate.
Get up and keep going.
Celebrate.
This life you've been holding.
Demonstrate
your love and devotion.
And everybody get up and get up. It's time to get it moving, y'all. Step up your game. You gotta motivate.
Get up and keep going.
Celebrate.
This life you've been holding.
Demonstrate
your love and devotion.
And everybody get up and get up. Motivate.
Get up and keep moving.
Celebrate.
This life is no illusion.
Demonstrate
the skills you've been using.
And everybody get up and get up.
Oh, hey, it's that time again. Welcome back to another review by Zombill. In today's review, we're going to be taking a look at this is the 5th video in the Horizon series reviews. Yes, this is number 5 out of 6. So now we're going to be taking a look at a car. No, wait a minute, it's not a car. It's a claramizer called Scion. Oh, those goofy people. They always think of the weirdest names for these claramizers. Scion. That's a car. So anyways, here's the Scion. So, of course, we're going to dive down, take a look at it, see what it's all about, and we're going to come back and vape on it. This is a BQC, by the way. That stands for bottom quad. That's 4 coils in one housing. So a single coil head that has 4 coils in it. Now look at that. Little sneak peek going down there to the table. Alright, so let's dive down. Before we do, I must point out that I did receive this free of charge for the purpose of conducting a review, but my opinion of the product will remain true, honest, and accurate as always. Okay, so here is the Scion BQC. That stands for Bottom Quad Coil Adjustable Airflow Claramizer. So let's take a look at this box here. So it says a Scion, and there's the beautiful tank itself. There it says Bottom Quad Coil Adjustable Airflow. Here on the side you've got the Horizon Scratch and Check sticker. BQC. You got a warning there with the certifications. And there's the Horizon name. Oh, here's what everybody's been looking for. Alright, so we've got choices between 0.2 ohms, 0.4 ohms, 0.6 ohms, and 0.8 ohms. That's right, this is the first true bottom quad coil claramizer, because you have 4 coils in one housing. Let's see what it looks like. Alright, so with this you get of course you get the Scion tank. There's that, and we'll look at that here in just a second. Let's look at this coil head first. Get it out of there. There we go. Alright, so this is the quad coil head. 4 coils in one coil head. This looks very similar to some of the other that are coming out on the market now as far as sub-ohm tanks go. And right here, get that to clear up, you can see it says 0.8 ohms. 10 to 30 watts is the recommendation on a coil head like this. And there it says BQC. That's bottom quad coil. So in here, if we were to take this apart, which I would, but I don't really want to screw these heads up, you can look down in there and you can actually see 4 stacked coil heads. 2 going one direction and 2 going the other direction. If you ask me, it kind of reminds me of the Delta coil heads that came out some months ago. Okay, so now let's take a look at the Scion tank. This is a 3 mil claramizer. You've got a drip tip you can remove, which is pretty good. I mean, it's wide bore. If you look down in there, that is wide bore. There's nothing standard about this style drip tip. This is a really good drip tip. Now, the tank itself, there's the tank. This is a bottom fill only. You can see that there. That's where you fill it in the bottom. And this does come apart. So you have your top cap here. You have your tank section here. And you have the inside base. Now, it comes pre-installed with a coil head that I've been using. Now here's your airflow. You get 5 of these 0.5 mil cutouts on a Cyclops AFC. And you get the same thing for the other side as well. This is more like 0.8 mil. All 5 of those are like 0.8 mil. So you definitely get plenty of airflow to this coil head. So let's go ahead and put it back together and we'll give it a bait. We're going to use Peanut Butter Cup by Red Rock Vapor. Now, even though I've been using this coil head, I'm going to go ahead and pre-treat it anyways because it's been a little while since I vaped with this tank. So I'm going to stick 3 drops down in there, blow on it so that it saturates everything that's in the coil head. Now let's build this tank back up. Okay. You're going to put it there. Then you're going to put this section on there. You want to make sure that this is tight too. So you want to securely tighten it down. Now the other thing I will mention is that on this tank they do have the name Scion, and then on the back side of that they have Horizon Tech. So let's go ahead and fill the tank up. Alright. So, like always, I usually fill it up right to the top there where that airflow chamber is. So then we're going to take and put our base on. Put the drip tip back in. And you have just completed the Scion BQC, which is bottom quad coil claramizer. So let's go back up to main camera view and see what it vapes like. So now we're back to main view, and here is the Scion tank. Now listen, I've got this on my Hanadana Canaclone, which is the no logo Hanamods clone. This is the 30 watt DNA. And we're going to jump this up to, we're going to jump up 15 watts. Alright, let's have a vape. Ooh, yes. Now this one's working. And I have my strawberry waffle in this by Red Rock Vapor. Now, I've got the AFC all the way open on both sides. And we're going to jump this up to 20 watts. Okay. That is good. I'm getting every bit of my strawberry waffle too. No burny taste. And this is 0.8 ohms. It's got 4 coils in there. Now, let's figure out how did they do that. They took 4 coils and they designed it to where you have to take and multiply 0.8 by 4. So you get 3.2 ohms. So each one of those coils that are in that housing are 3.2 ohms, 3.2 ohms, 3.2 ohms, and 3.2 ohms. Because when you get 4 coils in a quad coil setup, you have to divide by 4. So, technically speaking, we are firing 4 volts on a 3.2 ohm coil. But because there's 4 coils in there, that's taking and turning the entire resistance down to 0.8. And I love the drip tip on this too, because it's wide bore. You can get every bit of vapor that this coil head pushes out. Now, and these coil heads work, unlike the coil heads that they developed for the Spartan series or the H7, which I had to give a thumbs down on all 3 of those Claros because the coil heads were crap. They weren't getting enough airflow to the coil heads, and it just, you couldn't get a vape out of it. Now maybe on a 4.2 volt, or I should say a 3.7 volt regulated mod, you could get the H7 and the Spartan Mini and Spartan to perform the way it should. But because that's not what we vapors do, we like to have our regulated devices, such as our DNAs. And as a reviewer, it's my job to put it through those tests. Now, as far as presentation goes, awesome looking packaging, awesome looking tank. I give those both an 8 out of 10. The performance on this, I give an 8 out of 10 as well. I have not had anything more than 0.8 because when they asked me to review this, all they had available at the time was their 0.8s. Now, I'm going to go back and I'm going to order some 0.2s. And then I'm going to do a follow-up to just the BQCs, okay? Which the next video is about the Tetra. So, for those that fancy trying one of these products, if you're a wholesaler, a vendor, or a reseller, you can go along to www.horizone-cig.com. You can find them on Facebook. I'm also going to have some information here underneath their Facebook link on how you can contact the representative that sent these on to me from Horizon. So, big shout out to Horizon. BQCs are working great. So, stay tuned for the next review, which will be the final in the 6th video series for Horizon. I hope you enjoyed the review. Please subscribe to my YouTube, and as always, my peeps and pea-bits, happy vaping.